Have you ever walked through a garden so vast and green it feels like a whole new world? Just imagine such a place. It exists in Indonesia, in a city called Bogor. This is the Bogor Botanical Gardens, a truly remarkable sanctuary for plants. It opened its gates a very long time ago, over 200 years in the past. Since then, it has become a home for thousands of different kinds of plants from all over the globe. It is a living library of nature, with each tree and flower telling its own unique story. Walking its winding paths, you can feel the history and the vibrant life that pulses through this special place. Among all the wonderful plants here, one family stands out with its incredible beauty and diversity. We are talking about the orchids. Orchids are not just ordinary flowers, they are masters of disguise and survival. They come in every imaginable shape, size, and color. Some are as tiny as a coin, while others have petals that stretch out like long, flowing ribbons. Indonesia is a true paradise for these flowers, boasting over 5,000 different species. That is more than almost anywhere else on Earth. Each one is a small miracle of evolution, perfectly adapted to its environment. One of the most fascinating orchids you might find here is a very special local resident. It is sometimes called the bamboo orchid. Now, what makes this one so peculiar is how it lives. For much of its life, it looks just like a tangle of roots clinging to a tree with no leaves in sight. It almost seems like it isn't a plant at all. But then, when the time is just right, it bursts into life, producing a beautiful spray of delicate flowers. This clever plant has learned to survive without the large leaves that most other plants depend on for sunlight, a true testament to nature's ingenuity. Finding these wild orchids in their natural jungle home can be quite a challenge. They often grow high up in the canopy or in remote, hidden valleys, far from human eyes. This is what makes a place like the Bogor Botanical Gardens so important. Here, these rare and wonderful plants are carefully looked after. They are brought to a safe place where scientists can study them and visitors can marvel at their strange and wonderful forms. It is a chance to see nature's hidden jewels up close, to appreciate the delicate balance of the ecosystems they come from, and to learn their secrets. To truly appreciate the vast world of orchids, the gardens have created special homes for them. There are 2 large glass houses, each dedicated to a different group of these fascinating flowers. The first one you might enter is a dazzling explosion of color and form. This is the hybrid orchid house. A hybrid orchid is one that has been created by people. Plant experts carefully cross-pollinate 2 different orchid species. They do this to create new flowers with the most desirable traits, like brighter colors, larger blooms, or more interesting shapes. It is a spectacular display of human creativity working hand in hand with nature. Walking through the hybrid house is like stepping into an artist's painting. You will see orchids in shades of deep purple, fiery orange, and brilliant white. Some have spots, others have stripes, and many have intricate patterns that seem almost too perfect to be real. These are the orchids you might recognize from flower shops or homes. They have been bred over many generations to be strong and to produce stunning, long-lasting flowers. This house shows us the incredible potential hidden within the orchid family's genes, a vibrant showcase of what is possible when we carefully guide nature's artistry. The second glass house offers a completely different, yet equally captivating experience. This is the species orchid house. Here, you will not find the large, flashy flowers of the hybrids. Instead, you will discover the wild, natural forms of orchids, just as they would be found in the rainforest. These are the original species, the ancestors of all those colorful hybrids. Their beauty is often more subtle and delicate. They are the authentic, untouched wonders of the natural world, each one a unique survivor shaped by millions of years of evolution in its specific corner of the forest. In this house, you can truly see the astonishing diversity of wild orchids. Some have flowers so small you need to look very closely to appreciate their intricate details. Others mimic insects to trick them into pollinating them. You might see the strange leafless bamboo orchid or others with bizarre alien-like shapes. This house is a vital conservation tool. It is a living ark, protecting rare and endangered species that are disappearing from the wild. It allows us to see the raw, untamed beauty of orchids and understand the incredible variety that nature has created all on its own. As you wander through the gardens, you will notice something quite curious. Many of the orchids are not growing in the soil at all. Instead, you will see them clinging to the trunks and branches of large trees. These types of plants are called epiphytes. The word epiphyte simply means a plant that grows on another plant. They use the trees purely for support, like a high-rise apartment in the forest. This allows them to get closer to the sunlight, high above the dark forest floor where little light can penetrate the dense canopy of leaves from the towering trees above. It is very important to understand that these orchids are not parasites. They do not steal any food or water from the tree they live on. A parasitic plant would harm its host, but an epiphyte is a polite guest. It has special roots that are perfectly designed to grip the rough bark of the tree. These roots also have another amazing ability. They can absorb moisture and nutrients directly from the air, from rainfall, and from the decaying leaves and other bits of organic matter that collect around them. They are completely self-sufficient, living harmoniously with their larger neighbors in the forest. This lifestyle presents its own set of challenges. Living high up in a tree means you cannot rely on the soil for a steady supply of water. Orchids have developed clever ways to cope with this. Many have thick, waxy leaves that prevent water from evaporating too quickly under the sun. Some have swollen stems called pseudobulbs, which act like tiny water tanks, storing precious moisture for dry periods. Their amazing aerial roots are covered in a spongy white layer called velamen, which can quickly soak up rainwater like a sponge, ensuring not a single drop goes to waste. This remarkable way of life allows thousands of different orchid species to thrive in the crowded rainforest. By living up in the trees, they avoid competing for space and light with the plants on the ground. They create a whole new level of habitat within the forest, a world in the canopy. This intricate web of life, where plants grow on other plants, is a perfect example of how every living thing in the rainforest is connected. The trees provide a home, and the orchids add to the incredible biodiversity of this complex and fragile ecosystem, creating a multi-layered world of green. Despite their clever survival skills, orchids all over the world are facing serious threats. Their biggest challenge is the loss of their homes. As forests are cut down to make way for farms and cities, the trees that orchids live on disappear. This habitat destruction leaves them with nowhere to go. Climate change is also a major problem. Changes in temperature and rainfall patterns can disrupt the delicate conditions that orchids need to grow and flower. The specific insects that pollinate them might also be affected, breaking a vital link in their life cycle. Another great danger comes from their own beauty. Some rare and spectacular orchids are highly sought after by collectors. People sometimes take them illegally from the wild, a practice known as poaching. This over-collection can push very rare species to the brink of extinction. When a wild population becomes too small, it loses its genetic diversity, making it weaker and less able to adapt to future challenges. It is a sad irony that the very thing that makes them so special, their beauty, is also putting them in grave danger of disappearing forever from our planet. This is why botanical gardens like the one in Bogor are more important now than ever before. They are not just beautiful parks, they are crucial centers for conservation. The scientists here work tirelessly to protect orchids. They carefully collect seeds and plants from areas that are under threat. They learn how to grow these rare species in their nurseries and glasshouses. This creates a safe backup population, a living gene bank that ensures these species will not be completely lost, even if their wild homes are destroyed. It is a race against time to save these botanical treasures. The work of the Bogor Botanical Gardens goes beyond just saving the plants themselves. It is also about education. By showing these incredible orchids to the public, they help people understand why they are so special and why they need our protection. They teach us about the importance of rainforests and the delicate balance of nature. By inspiring a new generation of nature lovers, they are helping to protect not just the orchids, but their entire habitat for the future. There is hope, and it lies in our understanding and our collective will to preserve these natural wonders for all the generations to come.